I don't know if you know this, but trucking is kind of a big deal. If you touch it, use it, or own it, chances are a truck took part in getting it to you. Without our drivers and their trucks out there on the road, this whole supply chain and the economy itself would pretty much implode. The problem is cost. Have you ever heard the sayings, well, you gotta spend money to make money? Or how about, that's the cost of doing business? These phrases have been uttered so often that at this point, many just consider them to be cliche. But is there any truth to those sayings? Hey everybody, and welcome to the Recruiting Roundup. For Randall Reilly, I'm Joshua Miller. We're back here every month with a new trucking or driver recruiting topic. If you like our content, go ahead and leave us a like, comment on the video, share it, and if you're not already, subscribe. Now, back to the subject at hand. Now, I'm sure many of you may have noticed things aren't exactly getting cheaper out there. And while it's not at its highest now, fuel is still much more expensive than in the years past, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. According to the 2023 American Transportation Research Institute's analysis of operational cost in trucking, the total marginal cost in trucking hit a new high in 2022, marking the second year in a row to hit a record high. And this latest report analyzed data from more participating carriers than ever before, going over line item costs, operating efficiencies, and benchmarking. So what did they find? Get ready. I'm gonna throw a lot of numbers at you. Here we go. Marginal cost shot up 21.3% compared to 2021 and passed the $2 per mile mark for the first time in the history of the ATRI's cost report. Another record high from the latest report, cost per hour, hit $90.78. And those increased fuel costs I mentioned just a bit ago, they were up 53.7% when compared to 2021. But fleets were also hit with double-digit increases in other areas. Driver wages up 15.5%, truck and trailer payments up 18.6%, and maintenance costs up 12%. But it's not all doom and gloom. The average truck age fell by a year to 4.7 years old compared to 2021's 5.7 years. And driver turnover, detention times, and equipment utilization each improved almost across the board when looking at fleet sizes and sectors. And it's this good news that I want you to take away from our time here today. Yes, costs are up a lot. And no, it doesn't really look like fuel or driver pay is going to be taking a nosedive anytime soon, which means we can expect trucking as a whole to remain an expensive business to be in. But that's why I want to point out factors like turnover, detention, and utilization. In an industry that is seeing record high costs, it's imperative that you find ways to increase efficiency wherever possible, and in some cases, spend money to make money. Updating your fleet with new rigs does cost money, yes, but it's also a big selling point when you're looking to woo a new driver. How big of a selling point? Well, according to one of our recent polls, 55% of drivers want a truck 5 years of age or newer. And while most fleets aren't really hurting for drivers at the moment, that doesn't mean you can't make improvements. Now's the time to focus on improving the drivers you do have and really locking down the quality candidates that are out there. Having brand new equipment could be something that moves the needle. Continuing on the idea of increasing efficiency, you can utilize platforms that aggregate vital data like our very own Strategize to help save you time and effort. And with it, you can view higher costs, lead to higher data, and fine-tune searches and gather specific data from geographic regions to help you eliminate problem areas in your process. And with the available wage data, you'll have a firm understanding on what your competitors are advertising and paying, all filterable by regions, timeframes, driver type, route, and haul types. Basically, Strategize is just our way of bringing this vast amount of data that we have together into one place and allow you to go through it and utilize it in a way that works best for you. If you're interested in checking it out or scheduling a demo, there's a link down below. But even if you're not, the takeaway from today's episode remains the same. The cost of doing business is increasing, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be doing anything but getting more expensive moving forward. So, to stay competitive, you have to change the way you do things. And inefficiencies and shortcomings you have in your processes will end up not only costing you money, but drivers and business. So, where are you struggling? Where can you improve? If you're not sure, you can talk with us and we'll figure out how to improve your game plan. If you do know, what are you going to do about it? The bottom line is the only way forward in today's pricey world of trucking is through efficiency. We'll be back next time with another all-new episode of the Recruiting Roundup. If you want more content, check out this video here, selected especially for you, or watch some of our past roundups right over there. Until next time, thanks for watching.